Professor Sharma. Good morning, sir. Should we go ahead, sir?
Okay.
Yes. Respected Professor R.C. Sharma, our resource person of today's session, and dear participants, we are running this platform and it's last day of our course. It's a huge honor for Faculty Development Center to have Dr. Sharma with us. There is a person with expertise in the field of e-learning. And on this day, when the program is getting over and the course content, as we want as an organizer to be covered completely, we have requested Sir to be with us. And as I want to share a few things about Sir, I'm reading the resume. Sir is MSc, MAd, PhD, and PhD in Educational Technology. Sir has been professor in many universities abroad also, Malaysia, Brazil, Fiji, and South America. And not only this global experience, Sir has been associated with Roots of Rohtak City. And I am very happy to share with you all that Sir has been the alumnus of Department of Education. And it's huge honor for all of us. And Sir has been associated with CR College of Education and Tikaram College of Education also. And presently, Sir is in Ambedkar University. So we are really grateful, Sir, for accepting our invitation. And we always feel very happy and contented to have Sir with us as a resource person. We welcome you, Sir, for joining the session. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Madhuri ji. And good morning, everyone. I noted that since it is a last day and you have already covered many of the things, and today we have our session on development of interactive content. So we will see some of the areas from where the applications which will help us in creating a high quality content. Now, the important thing here is that since you all will be working on now, and as the lockdown has been extended till 3rd of May, and the UGC, MHRD officially also, they are asking us to create e-content and teach through online methodology, so many things. Perhaps there will be one requirement also. I think you might have received that letter that you need to keep a record of your class, in the sense that if you are teaching online, then the recording needs to be made available. It has its pedagogical value also. That later on, once you take a class through some online platform, you can save the recording, and that becomes your e-resource. So that e-resource is very useful for you. You can always come back to it and revise, and extremely important for the students, because those who could not attend your class, they can do that recording, and including those even who were present at that time, they may want to refresh their knowledge. So that way. But there is a very important point in that. If you are preparing your, say, presentation, maybe PowerPoint presentation or any other online resource which goes online, and if it is available on the internet, then normally what we do is that we just go to Google or any other search engine, and then make a search, and if we find anything interesting with us, then we simply download it and include it in our presentation. And that is not the right way to do it, and it may land us in some sort of trouble. There have been cases where the people, they have taken things from the internet, and later on they have faced some sort of challenge in terms of litigation, in terms of a message from the creator, author, or the owner of that content, and like that. And that's why, in that sense, the session by Dr. Nisha Singh has been very important. I'm getting some echo, so maybe someone needs to switch off their phone, the microphone. Nisha Singh told you about open educational resources, and they are very relevant for us. In fact, today around 2:30 p.m. I have a meeting with the director and the founder of Open Educational Resource and the director of Open Educational Resource University to discuss some of the matters related to OERU. Dr. Nisha told you, and I remember that she showed you the web page of Open Educational Resource University also. So that way. Now, there are various kind of resources which are available to us if we need to create some content, which allow us to use them without some sort of a hindrance in terms of they being either open access or they have some sort of a Creative Commons license. So let us see one by one what those sources can be. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, you can see it now. Of the resources from where we can find images. So one of the good website about images is Unsplash. You can see that it says that the internet source of freely usable images powered by creators everywhere. So this website has a lot of useful photographs, images, and other sources pertaining to various areas. Like you can see that it has wallpaper, it has textures, natures, current events, architecture, business work, film, etc. Those things are there. Can you tell me which of my screen is visible to you? Do you see the Unsplash screen?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Because there is another window open. Let me close that one. Okay. Thank you. So now how do we use this site? Say if I want to search, if I want to prepare a lesson on say photosynthesis, I'll type my search word into it, and it will show me various like photosynthesis in relation to a plant related to greenery, because green color is very important. That relates to chlorophyll into it. The leaf, flora, nature, tree. These are the kind of categories which here, and it shows us various kind of photographs. If we think that, decide that okay, this photograph is useful to our work, we just click on this photograph, and now you can see that we can, it is download free. This is the image. So we click on download button, and it will download. You can save it in a particular folder. And here is this. It says that attribution is abbreviated. It's compulsory though, but you can simply, it is telling you that how do you cite this site or this resource. This photograph is by Clay Banks. Here is the Clay Banks, the creator, the author, or the owner of this image, of this object. and then you simply copy it. It is stored into the memory, and then paste it on the page wherever you want to use that image. Then it allows you to download the image from a different resolution possible. The resolution becomes very important
from where to start.
if you are using something for say your offline presentation. Then you can go with large size of image. But if you are making something to be used online, then go for the smaller resolution, because if you have to upload it, you have to share it, and if your students are using mobile package with them, and nowadays since the bandwidth is very restrictive at some of the places, so at that time the small size is a good idea to use that. So you can click on any image, and from there you can use it. So it has a very big repository, big database of how you can read here that stunning free images and royalty free stock, over 1.7 million high quality stock images and videos shared by our talented communities. On this site, you can find images, you can find photographs, you can find vector graphics, videos, and like that. So various things you can. And a interesting point here is that although you can always sign up on this website, but to download anything, sign up is not required. You can create your sign up and then log in if you wish to share your own material with the world. Suppose you have created you have taken so many photographs, and you want to share them with others. So you can just use this platform, because these platforms, they are very popular and are used by millions of people, and they can download it. You may be knowing that if you are dealing with images, the images we can classify them into either a raster image or vector image. It depends on. Suppose you must have seen the BMP image, the bitmap image. If you try to zoom out, if you try to enlarge it, it's pixelation. It gets torn up. So you ultimately, if you keep on enlarging the image, there will be a stage reached when you will see square, colored or black and white, many squares in it. They are called as the pixels. Any image is comprised of pixels. If you see your mobile phone and the camera inside it is designated with some sort of megapixel. The pixelate is very important. And then the raster images or the vector images, depending on what. For online purposes, share with your material used for images. I to avoid GIF, because GIF are basically for animation purpose. Sometimes you must be seeing that on WhatsApp, on Facebook. Sometimes you post those images in which there is a loop, a repetitive kind of action is there with the help of image. So those are the GIF images. Basically, we use them. So how do we use Pixabay? Same if we use, say, any keyword, for example, photosynthesis, and we search it. Just be careful that if you are here, the first row, it says that sponsored image search, and then you will see a enlarged view of this picture. You can decide that whether you want to use it or you want to change it with some other. The license says here that this is free for commercial use. So if you remember that in terms of CC licenses, you remember that there are 6 kinds of licenses. So CC BY, the attribution, is the simplest one, which cite the author or the owner of that object, of that product, and it's fair enough. That is the simplest one. And the most complex is CC BY and CND. You can't make any derivative of that. You can't make any commercial use of that product. So that way. Here you see that this image, it says that free for commercial use. It means that if you want to use this photograph, make a banner out of it, and want to sell it in 10 rupees in the market, the author here is the author of this image. He doesn't have any objection. And further, he says that even if you don't want to cite, there is no problem. You can just simply use this. If we are using the material, the content of some other person, we should cite it. And you just imagine my screen to see where are the questions coming up that way. And to cite a particular resource, there are various ways. The most simple is to use the URL. This one, the URL which you see in the top there, you will simply just copy it and paste it in your work. Within the brackets, you can put like image source colon and the URL front of them, and that is fair. Otherwise, you can just cite the author here and the site name, like image courtesy by Patinan from Pixabay. That will also serve the purpose. This way, we can go at by using our using this resource, Pixabay. Then another. Let's say that the best free stock photos and videos shared by talented creators. Explore, you can find the license, and you can search for photographs. Nowadays, these are the trending topics. If you just click, because due to the coronavirus, many people, they are working in like laboratory, shopping, pain, chicken, customer service stock. These are the trending topics. So how to use this website is again same. If you want to search for like computers, you simply type your keyword and it will show you. Then it will show you this classification, that computers in what context. You want to see search something in terms of technology or computer itself, or computer as laptop to be used in the office, as business, as laptop, used in data processing, servers, coding, design, and like that. And then you can see the various results, and you can select as per the need whatever you think that will be okay for you. They have a very big repository, and you can just narrow down on any image. You can say that if it is good enough for your purpose. You can see that the license here, it says that free to use. So this image, you are free to use it. You can share it further, and from here you can see that this image is viewed by around 2.3 million people already. And from here you can click on free download, and once you click on free download, then it is saved locally on your computer, and from there you can download it. And this image also offers you a size which you want. The original size, you can see that it is 6,000 by 4,000 pixels, means it's quite high resolution, which can be very good if you are interested in making a banner, because the banner will be of very big size. And if you use a small size image for your banner, and if you want to zoom out that image, it may get pixelated, and sometimes the pixels, they start breaking, and the sharpness of the image is not retained. So depending on your purpose, you decide that what size. But again, that issue will be there, that the higher the pixel, the higher the file size would be. So that may go into MBs or gigabytes and like that. But it depends on your purpose, on what you think that will be good for you. So this is that image, the site which you can use. Another site is author.com. And you can see here it says that 335 million free stock photographs and premium royalty free stock images from the watercolor. So you can see here they have arranged them in terms of category. Like you can have some abstract image. You are not sure, but you want to have something representing an idea for your presentation. You want something abstract in nature. So you can go there if you want to prepare something on biology or some sort of a natural related to nature, some, and then art, buildings, business, Christmas, education, food, nature, technology, like that. And then it gives you an option of browsing based on ideas. What you want to do and use there. And similarly, how do we use this is again easy. Is if you want to search for, say, lions, you can go see the various images, and whatever image you think that will be good, so you select that image. Now, this site offers you an interesting way to guide you at how this image you can use it. First, it tells you about small, medium, or large size. And then there is an option that you can download it locally on your computer, or you can embed it. And if you note that there are certain websites, including Moodle or your blog or somewhere, where it allows you to embed the images. And even including some of the websites, when you create your ID and you need to update your profile, and it asks you that upload your image or embed the image from a particular site. So this option allows you to embed this particular image. Click on that, and then from here you decide that where you want the alignment. The size is 301 pixel, and if you click on the code, it will give you this embedding code. This is the HTML code, which you can just copy from here and paste it in your learning management system or your website. Whatever website you can use, any website will be able to accept this code, where HTML code is accepted as an embedding code. Then the second step, it tells you to check the license. Here it says that it is CC0 license. CC0 license means this image, it pertains to public domain, means where all the copyright issues by this author, they have been waived off for public use. And if you want to make a commercial use of it, it is fine. If you want to modify this image, that's also fine. Now, what do we mean by modification? The modification means that in this image, you see there is only the line and there is some background. I want to show the cups along with this line. So what I can paste the images of cup here, or in the background, I can remove this green background and say through green screen effect, I can put some other object in the back or in the front, anywhere on this photograph. That amounts to modification. Means I'm revising, I'm editing this image there. And anyhow, this is and then it allows you to have the right process of attributing it. So simply, either you use this URL, or just simply copy and paste this code on your page, and that will be done. So this way you can use it there. So you can search for any of the items which you think that are good for you. Right? And if you think that there is something you can rate, then you can click this star, and there you can see that it has a very huge repository of images which have been shared by the community here. And if you want, you can register yourself and can upload your material. It allows you to short like interestingness or recent one, if something is trending, some topic, or relevance, because what is relevant to your particular, in that case it also can allow you to find your image. Then on the basis of the license type, you can filter it. If you want all kinds or only for which you can make a commercial use, or you want to make any image which you are using for any non-commercial. And then it allows you to select on the basis of some color also, that you want images in which this red color will be predominant. So you can select that color, particular color, and then accordingly it will help you in having those images in which you can see that the red color is popping up. So based on that, then you can select whatever the image you want from there for your work. Then there is developing content. It will be commercial or non-commercial. Okay. For open educational resources, it is respective. Open educational resources, you should remember it. The 5 R's for an open educational resource. It is the access which is inbuilt into it and the permission to use it. So for OER, even if you want to make a commercial use of it, that's okay. But you need to select that object which falls into that category. That whether it is allowing you to make a commercial use of it or not. If it is NC and you are going to sell your course, then you want to be able to use it. But if it is allowing you to make a commercial use of it, like you just saw this image on Pixabay, which is allowing you to make a commercial use of that. So that is perfectly all right with it. Means I don't mind you making a commercial use of that. Okay, and we upload on our own images to site. There was one question from this user Bhatia P, that can we upload our own images? Yes, you can create your login on these sites, and then you can upload your own images also. If you think that you want to share your material, and there are many people. Okay, Dr. Amol is asking if we are supposed to contribute personal images to Pixabay, so what do we do? It's simple. You go to Pixabay, you create your login into it. So this is Pixabay. From here you can sign up, and once you get your ID on it, then you can simply log in, and then like this author, or say for that matter, any other person, they have created their resources. You can see that there are so many. Like, let us say who is the author of this one. This person, they have here. This person has created 2,493 images. That way you can create. In fact, I'm a member of Wikipedia group. You know, Wikipedia is the biggest online encyclopedia, and there we use a lot of images. From where we get those images? What we do, you know, there's so many photographers, professional photographers out there in the market. And suppose in your university you are having a special function, be it convocation, be it your social event, be some cultural event or something like that. And these photographers, when they are invited, they take many photographs on that occasion, because their camera is very powerful, and they use the first image, which in 1 second can take 10 photographs or 20 photographs, depending on the power of that image. And they don't use all the images for their customer or for their own use, which they have taken. If they have taken 100 photographs, maybe 20, 30 will be good for their business, and rest they won't be using them. So what we do, we request them, we approach them, that can you share those images which you are not going to use for your own business purpose. And we have many people who say that yes, they are ready to share their material with us, because anyhow, it's going to be a wastage for them. And or later on when their disk is full, they may be deleting them. We request them and that instead of deleting them or discarding them, you can share it with us, because we are not concerned with how much light or what is there for our purpose. We can just go ahead and using them for there. Sanjeev Kumar is asking for online, can we give reference? But for printing purpose, which the website is good, but sometimes we never attribute pictures. Actually, whatever it is, even if it is a publishing, it is a print medium or non-print medium, which may be called as the online medium. It's always a good idea to give reference. And even if you find some of the books in which the images are there, at the bottom of the image, you will find a quotation. The source is quoted there. So it's a good idea to use it. Dheeraj is asking, it is not working effectively for technical images, like I'm searching dynamic CMOS logic circuit. There are various resources from where you can find, and there may be people in that case, if you are not able to find it as such, then there are certain scientific search engines also. I don't know if you are aware, most of you have heard about Yahoo search engine, Google search engine, but perhaps have you heard about Wolfram Alpha, the Google's, this is by Microsoft search engine, and this is a very powerful search engine, particularly for scientific subjects, and it gives you the from here you can see that you can search for mathematics, science and technology, society and culture, and for everyday life in whatever way you can use it. And maybe from here when you can search for your computer engineering, computational science engineering, and maybe some image can be useful for there, or maybe text you can search using that. Yeah, it is for mathematics. And what is the difference between, Suvarna is asking, what is difference browsing image from Google and from these websites? Yeah, I will come to that. I will show you. The Google shows you everything in first go. Shows you everything. And so that way, Google shows everything, but these sites which I am displaying you, they are specific for the purpose of offering you, allowing you free resources, which you can simply use, either simply by putting the source, or some of the websites, even they are allowing you, they are saying that if you don't want to quote, it's fine with us. So let me show you another one. This one is a very popular website, is the flickr.com, and you might have heard about Yahoo, the Yahoo email, that internet giant. They purchased flickr.com, and it is a huge repository of having the databases. You can see from here, it has home to the tons of billions of images, and there are around 2 million groups which are here, and says start for free. And this is quite interesting. Here also you can search for photographs, people or groups. Even if you want to search some about photograph about a person, then you can simply type the name, although that can be done through Google also. But here will focus specifically on that. How do we use it? Again, if I want to use my search engine for say and everyone's photograph, here I can search for people, and groups. If something is related to that, it will show. And then on the basis of relevance, it can allow us to, but this spelling was wrong. If I type computers, it is, and I want to search photographs, it is showing me computers which are there. And now see here, there are some options. It allows us to search for based on a particular choice of color. If you want to say select pink, then there may be somewhere the pink color dominance will come there, and accordingly you can decide. And you can search with the kind of license. Here you can see that all Creative Commons, any license mean anything. You may be knowing that are various kind of licenses available. For software industry, we have different kind of licenses, like BSD, which is Berkeley State, GNU, like Linux, Unix, etc. They work on that. Belong to the computer science field. You may be knowing that GitHub is a very good repository to share the code, to check, and those programmers, they go to GitHub and download this source from there. So modifications allowed, non-commercial use, and like that from here. And it is safe search. It allows you. Safe search means that which are sensitive for a particular user. Like some images which may not be suitable for younger children, which you want to use for your presentation, you want it, you can search, you can use them at this website. So this is Flickr. Now, Google. If we come to Google as such, how does it helps us? It's very simple that if we want to search, like if you remember, Dr. Nisha perhaps told you, make a Google search on anything, say like cell structure, and it shows us. Now it is showing us everything, but we want to narrow down on a specific thing. Do you know that in Google there are various facilities available? One of them is called as Boolean Search. Boolean Search. It allows us. Now, what is Boolean Search is that it offers a certain functionality in which we can tell the system like and or. In a way, when we say and, say here, the first option, it is saying cell structure and function. It means it will show us that image in which both these are present. It will show us the cell structure as well as it will give us that material in which we will have the function. We can have cell structure or cell function. In that case, it will show us either of the two that way. And these are called as the Boolean search. What we can do, we can just go to the settings and come here to the advanced search, and then we can make it like exact. We want to search exact any of these. Any of these means we can put or. If you have something or many things, say like you want to search for coronavirus, but you want to search coronavirus impact in a particular like gene. So you can fix that. This system won't show you the extra resources. It will give you only those resources which you are needing and helping you to narrow down your search. So none of these means minus. If you put say like coronavirus minus kernel, it won't show you kernel in your searches. It may show rest of the things like that. And then if you want to search the occurrence of that event or that object from a particular number, like from this year to that year, or from this number to that number, something like that, then you can specify that also. If you want to search that what happened in a particular data, this is for you here. If you want to search something, say like if you want to search only the PDF document or a PPT for that, then in this format you can define that. If you select just PDF, it will give you the PDF resources. And from here, you can, from the usage right, you can select a particular kind of license, which it allows you to search for there. So say like just if you after that you click on there, and then it will display the results accordingly, which will fall into that category. Now, there is an interesting feature of search engine in the way that sometimes you may do nowadays. It's Google and the Facebook, they have the face recognition technology, and that is very powerful. When you upload an image on your Facebook page, it brings out a white square on the face of the person and suggests you that do you want to tag your friends, and then gives you the name that this person can be this person. It's called as the face recognition technology. And China has implemented it to a very big extent in their schools. What is the educational value of it? The educational value is that as a teacher, when you are teaching in the classroom, you are seeing the teacher, you are seeing the students, here. But still, it becomes difficult to have a check on which student is bored, which student is excited, which student is paying attention, which student is feeling sleepy, something like that. Because we can't, our eyes or our brain power, depending on our capabilities, we are not able to process that information quite quickly. But the technology in the classroom, the camera, it captures the faces of every one present in the class and keeps on analyzing it and gives the report. So that is the functionality there. Similarly, there is a technique called as reverse imaging, in which you can reverse image search. You can find the person. Photo lookup. If you have a photo, if you want to search for something, then you can check it from there. Similarly, it allows you, if you remember that you had seen some photograph and you want to use that photograph in your work, but you are not able to remember that. I had once long back, I gave a presentation on the power of internet. And I remember that, you may be knowing fire hydrant, in which the water gushes out in case of fire, or simply, tube well, the kind of the kitchen tap, which you have in your kitchen, the water comes, the flow, and the tube well outflow. So there was this image which I showed, which was telling the power of the internet is that seeking the information from internet is just like taking water from a fire hydrant. I remember that image was there, and it was very good image, but I don't know the location of that image from where I can get that. I can use Google to help me search that image. So what I will do, I remember that there was a yellow color in that, because it was yellow normally in the European countries. If you see the fire hydrants, the letterbox red color, fire hydrant yellow color, something. These are the color inventions. Then there was hydrant in the photo. Then there was talk about internet and information. What was there? I'll simply type it in my Google. We can enlarge it, and you can see that it says that getting information from the internet is like taking a drink from a fire hydrant. Another case, I remember that I had seen one presentation, a photograph pertaining to examination system, and that is a satire on examination system. Currently, our examination system is like that. We treat everyone equal. Intelligent student, average student, poor student, irrespective of what. Our current examination system is like that. So I want to have a session on assessment, and I want to use or slide in my in my work. But from where I see is a search with this river, and C is reflecting for a fair selection. Everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Anybody who climbs this tree will be pass. Okay. So this way, Google, but it doesn't indicate that whether this image is free to use or not. You need to check the license. What it allows you to do. So checking that. The wiki resources are free to use. So that will not be an issue because all the images, all the information there goes by CC device. When we check in our computer a particular image used in some PPT. Okay, you can search for that image if it exists on your computer disk by going to the Windows icon in the lower left corner of your machine. It will search, it will open the search box, and there you can type. But if you have put that image in a slide in your presentation as such, it may not be able to search that image unless you have specified certain keywords in your slide, either as heading or some text in somewhere, then it can search. Nowadays, the search engine is quite powerful. So this is for the image. Now let me.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So like this reverse image search, if we do the same thing on Google, we type the keywords and then we select the image, then also we get the same thing. So is there something very specific about this reverse image search?
Actually, reverse image, you can normally, if you think that your normal Google search is not returning your product to that extent, then you can use reverse imaging also, in which you upload you have the image, but you don't know the reference of that. So then, in that case, the say if I have the image of say this mobile phone with me, portal of the search engine, and then it will try to match it with whatever exists in their database, and from there it can return us the results that I have found these many things. If you can check that if it is related to your work, that way reverse image works. After image, another important thing which is useful to you and you will be using it, needing it, are the for your presentation, for your video. You are supposed to create e-content, and e-video is one of the quadrant for your work. Once you create video, you may like to have some background music included in that. So from where? Because music, do you know that the music which we play openly in our functions, technically we are doing the wrong thing. We cannot just play any music on our whim. Okay, I want to listen to that song and play it. We need to get the permission from the music owner, say like T-Series or Sony or whatever it is, because our the rules of the country, they are such that we need the permission of that. But in that case, if you want to have some music, then what to do in that case? So there are certain sites which allow us to download a certain music which we can add to our. This is the music. One is the SoundCloud website. So here is the SoundCloud. And you can say that it offers various resources. And here is what trending for free in the SoundCloud community. You can search, you can explore, and you can then download from here. you can create your account, and then you can upload your own music also. And it says that all for free. So you can save track, follow artist playlist, and you can download any particular music by going to their database from there and making a search out of that by typing in this query, and it allows you to upload your own music also. Okay, another is Jamendo Music. So this is the site for Jamendo Music. You can see that here it says you can use it for commercial use or for royalty-free music, even for commercial use. And then you can search for their music for videos. You can, discover. You can search from here and can check
I have
that. But it is just wait. What is best of trending or latest, and you can search for various kind of genre which you can use it in your work from there. And then you can play, if you play it, you can play it from here, and then you can download it by clicking on the download button. Okay, what is the question?
Yes, sir. Stuff, or we can create some kind of music also in that. Or we have to just collect some kind of music in their database.
Creating means here with the help of it, if it allows you that you can use a clip, using that clip you can create your own music, and you can see in the left you can upload your music also. Means you use a musical instrument, and if you think that you want to share it, you can upload your, and you can have some sort of remixing because the kind of license on this site, it allows you to use it. So taking something from there and creating your own music about it, you can use that. You can go here in the licensing part, and from there you can check the kind of license which they allow you. If you are, what do you mean by can we record music? Means it's not a, but
yes, sir.
What is the question?
Sir, I'm asking like the database you are saying that is free of cost. We can access it free of cost, this Jamendo music for database and all kind of music which is there in the country.
Yes. Here we call them as repository rather than database.
And we can get.
Huh?
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Sir, how can we separate the track and the lyrics of the music or the song? If you want to take the visuals only, no sound, yeah.
Okay, I will tell you about that, but let me tell you another website also. This is called as Incompetech Music. So here you can see that this is royalty-free music, and relaxing, silent, adventure, comedy, mystery, whatever kind you want to find from there. The kind of the senses which they allow you, and free usage and attribution required from. You can use them. You can, if you want to create your own and like want to add something to it, and then it shows you the way how you can. Its FAQ is very good. the music FAQ here. Yes, it is safe to log in all these softwares. But it is always a good idea to keep your antivirus software updated. There are some softwares which are commercial, which there are some software which are open source or free. We call them free for YouTube videos. Yes. On streaming site, yes. In my store, yes. Just if you credit, there is no problem. Or if you want to have something like in your live productions, means in your work, you can use them. Including your streaming site, you can. If you are having a live stream of your Facebook or using your YouTube, some event, and you want that some soothing music, soft music to play in the background, so that can go here with that. Now, to edit the audio part in a media, the best software which is used in the industry is Audacity software. This is the Audacity software. This is open source.
के द्वारा डायल किया गया नंबर अभी व्यस्त है कृपया कुछ समय पश्चात प्रयास
करें please try. The person you want to talk doesn't want to talk to you, maybe they don't you, so try after some time, but please keep it. This is a problem for those people who are using this session, using their phone, and receive a call, you try to receive that call, and then your microphone becomes unmuted because you are using your your mobile device to access it. So take care of that. This is that software, Audacity. It's an open source software, and you can download it. You can then use it. It can do, and in fact, even being open source software, it is used by the industry experts. This is one of the most powerful software to do anything related to the audio in your video, your and such audio in your podcast, anything. Do you know what a podcast is? What is a podcast?
This is audio file, which can be sent through internet.
It is. You can call it as an audio message from there. Now this was we have seen images, we have seen the music, from where we can search videos. So for videos, there is one source which is quite good. Is the you go to YouTube, and then from here, by default, you cannot download the YouTube videos because it is protected by the standard YouTube license. Just go to YouTube, and if you type anything related to, say, chromosomes, and it will show you some of the results, and you think that, oh, I like this good because there are so many viewers, they have seen it, and let me use it. No, that is the wrong way. Then is the right way. How to identify that which video I can use. Number one, if you are giving the URL of a video, then it is okay. Giving URL never attracts any copyright or any plagiarism issue, because you are citing the source and telling the person to go to any other, means to the parent site that. But if you want to use it for your purpose, maybe there sometimes if you have, if you want to use a video, a movie in your PPT, there you have to embed it as such. In that case, then you need to download it. Otherwise, better you embed it. How to find that which video is usable? So the good thing is you go to YouTube, make a search for your keyword, and then here you see this filter button. This is the power of YouTube, which is there going to help you in many ways. You click on it and see the beauty that if you can remember that you have seen that video which was updated or uploaded somewhere during last hour, last month, last year, anytime. The type of product which you are searching for is a video, or is it a channel, or a playlist, or a movie. Movie is a full-fledged feature film movie. That video is a shorter video. The movie has some sort of a story into it. Any video cannot be a movie, but all the movies can be videos, because the video is the visual thing which is coming up, having the visuals and the audio into it, and some short duration. You need to go to these features, and from here you can click on Creative Commons. So once you click on Creative Commons, now all these results which are appearing now, they are the Creative Commons. Let us just say, click on this one, jeans. This video is coming, and you may not be able to see the hear the voice unless I share the audio with you. But anyway, you don't need to listen to it. So
please repeat the step. So please repeat the step.
Just wait. Let me stop it. Okay. Now, how do you find that whether it is Creative Commons or not? All the videos on YouTube, they have this description below the video. Some logo of that organization, here the name of the video when it was uploaded, who is the owner of that video, and some description. You click on this show more and go and somewhere you will find the kind of license. Here you see this is the license, and this says that it is free use is allowed for this. So it means you can freely use it. You can click on share and you can copy this URL from here, or you can use this embed code, and this embed code then you can put it in your Moodle, in your blog, anywhere where the iframe or the HTML code can go into it. So that way. Now, let me once again repeat that how do we use it. Is simply for the first time we go to YouTube. We are here on YouTube, and we want to search something for any topic. I type. At present, you see the word is there, Corona, and after that, it simply these are the by default, which is in your account. It will show you something. You type your search and click here. Once you search, submit your research, it will display. Then this filter button will appear. You click on this filter button and then go to features and select. You can select high definition. You can select 4000K, means 4K, which is a high definition, better than high definition, ultra definition, and then there are those things. Then 3D videos you can search, 360-degree videos you can search. You can search those videos which have subtitles into it. Subtitles means which your audio is supported with the text. Whatever you are saying is appearing on the screen there. And YouTube can create subtitles also. If you upload your video on YouTube, your video, and if you have spoken in clear voice with good English, which this can understand it, then it can create your video, your subtitles automatically. They will appear it. 360-degree video means a video which you can use around. And in the next session, I will show you the 360-degree videos which I have created from there. You can see it in anywhere. You can rotate it 360-degree, and it will be visible for you. So this way, you use the YouTube. In addition to YouTube, there is one more resource. It is called as, I don't know if you have heard about it or not. It's called as TeacherTube. Yes, you can use more than one filter. Okay, this is TeacherTube. Here you see it has videos or science, mathematics, history, social studies, language arts, and there are educational songs. And you can make a search on finding a particular lesson. You can search from here, and then these are the topics which you can see: reading, me on June. Somebody has, and here is the for algebra for 8th grade, for 7th grade, for 3rd grade. Online learning. Somebody has put that resource, and this is that resource here, and you can see the online reading like that. This is a resource by, you can see, search for videos, you can search for audios here, you can search for collections, you can search for categories, and even you can upload your product also on this website using that. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Upload, Dr. Bhupender. It says that you can upload your own product. You just need to create your ID there, and then sign up. And after that, sometimes it does show license below the video. It shows on the category. Yes, it is a good question asked by Dheeraj. In case in any video, let me go back to say YouTube. I'm just searching for and here YouTube. This is the site, and I'm at random just clicking on the first one. If that, of course, it is taking me to the website of that, not on YouTube. So let me go back. And this is the YouTube video. It is on YouTube. Let us click on that. And here it will show you the details. And okay, this is Creative Commons. In case if this Creative Commons is missing there in the category only education or health or something, whatever is written there, if there is no Creative Commons, it means that video is having standard YouTube license. That means copyright protected by that particular agency, Bozeman Science in this case there. And all the videos on YouTube, yeah, most of the websites, they offer you embedding code. Like here, you click on share, and here is the embedding code. You use this embed code, and then you just go to your resource and put it there. One more thing which I can show it to you, and someone earn by it.
Sir, please repeat the process of embedded code. Sir, please repeat the process of embedded code.
Okay, I'll show it to you. But there is one question from Dr. Pallavi that can someone earn by it? You can earn by it depending on the license. If it says that you can make a commercial use of any product, then definitely you can make a commercial use of it. If it is NC into it, then sorry, no. Which one is better for our educational video, YouTube or teacher? No, there is no question of which is better here. The question is here that from which platform you can find the relevant item for your work. Few things, they may be the teacher, because if I uploaded anything on teacher tube and I have not uploaded it on YouTube, YouTube may or may not be able to search for that. You need to be able to locate it there. Okay. And YouTube is free with you if you have your Gmail account. For teacher tube, you need to create your ID. For YouTube, you don't need to create anything. You just go to Gmail. From the drop down in the G Suite, you just automatically get your YouTube ID into it. Sharmila is asking if we want to use a part of the video, not whole. Is it possible to add into PPT? If it is Creative Commons, then it is possible. You can clip anything in that case. Romar Alhan. When we put our video on YouTube under category and where we can write also that on. Please stop. Let me read the question. What was that question? I think it went up. I can't see that question.
Roma,
there is more appropriate to create videos.
hello, Roma, sir.
Yes.
Sir, when we want to put a video on YouTube, how can we get our, how can we select our license and get embedded code, and how we can put under a specific category? Like if I am putting a YouTube video, I want it in education category. What is the procedure to get the license, to get the embedded code, and to put in a certain category to upload?
Okay. And Anu Prakash is asking, can we use video in PPT without using identification? It's a bad idea. If you are using a video of someone else in your PPT without using the source of that, avoid it. Otherwise, it may amount to plagiarism. Unless the person had said that, go ahead, use my video, don't cite me, then it is okay. Difference between subtitle CC and Creative Commons. No, Creative Commons is a different thing. Creative Commons is the authority given by me to you to use my material. But the subtitle CC, there it is called as closed caption. That CC stands for closed caption or subtitling, which means the text is running below the video where it shows to you. Okay. So now the question was embedding it and how to do the video thing. So let me show you how we can use that video thing. So those of you who have your Gmail ID, you know, you all have your YouTube account. So you click on your YouTube account. Yes, Dr. NP Singh, what I do, if the video file is good, large size, I upload it on YouTube and download it from there. YouTube compresses the file, but otherwise there are video compressors available there. You can. Here it is your YouTube account. You click on your icon and you can see your channel. You click on your view channel and it will show you all the videos which have been created by you. Here all the videos will show, and here it will show you all the playlists which you have created. So you can categorize them, you can create and a new playlist. You can create new channels. You can customize your channel from here. So this is the button from where you would upload a video. Let me show you a small demonstration. You click on that and click on upload video. It will show you this box of uploading, and you can simply drag and drop. Let me see if I have a video with me. Okay, I have a video here and I will simply drag and drop and click it here. It says upload. Now, where do we add those things? So first of all, this is the playlist. It is always good to select a playlist, and you can classify them or you can create a new playlist. It's simply like directory or a folder in which you can keep the similar things at one place, so that later on you don't have to, if you have hundreds of videos, like I have more than 200 videos in my account, and it becomes difficult for me to search later. It is always better that I create a playlist and I put it into that. So I will select anything and then I will click on done, so that it will go into that. And after that, this is very important nowadays because of time against